Hello everyone and welcome to Zeepkist Cup of the Day. For those of you who don't know how this works, we get 10 minutes to practice a map we have never seen before, after which there will be 2-minute elimination rounds where the slowest players get eliminated. This week's map is made by Wheelie. Oh no. I don't know what's going on. I believe there may have been an issue with the level editor. Because I do believe Jabba is a map tester. So it's possible that his name ended up on it somehow. Okay, I feel like I'm supposed to have way more speed here. Okay. This feels like... Oh, okay. This feels like a fine map the way I'm doing it, but I feel like I'm supposed to have way more speed, which makes this a bit scarier. I will say, based on what I know about wheelie maps, this is probably a wheelie map. Yeah, it looks like just level editor shenanigans. So last time I like two-wheeled that, but I'm not sure why I didn't think to just go fully out that. Oh, I bet you can arms up and land on that downhill instead of doing it super awkwardly like I am. Yeah, what RTY said in chat there, I'm pretty certain is what happened. Don't worry about it, this is the correct map. That is, I guess, a drawboard time as well. Let's see if I can make this jump. Ooh, that seems much less possible than I originally thought. I'm up 10 speed, though. I feel like that little cut right there might be the riskiest part of this map. So you could definitely just crash into it. Okay, I keep arms upping out of habit, but actually you don't want to arms up. Ooh, that was nice. I actually caught like a tiny downhill. It puts me up 3 speed. And now I've lost a couple of it. Oh, what's Zoman doing there? Oh, Zoman's... Zoman's taking that straight off of the higher end of that wall ride. But, oh, I at the top of a cactus. You would have to do like a couple extra turns if you were to stay on the road. That being said, Zoman is also leading. That one cactus on the right side, I hate that. Specifically that cactus. None of the other cactus on this map bother me. Okay, it is a little bit of arms up, actually. And you do want to hit the downhill. You can see Sandals and Galaxitar pulling away from me up there. So you have a couple extra turns. And what is my speed here? Because I'm not sure that checkpoint's correct. Okay, I don't know, I kind of just like jumping. Couple taps of arms up, perfect, much better landing. Caught that downhill as well. This track seems to be primarily about good landings. So there's a lot of jumps, and you know, you could catch downhills on all of them, but it's not easy. Ooh. So that put me down for speed. Kind of stuck on the two wheels, so I might just come up here. Yeah. Yeah, I hit a wall, which puts me slower. The thing is, I don't think that jump you actually can get all the way to the downhill. I don't think that's possible. If that's the case, you would have more speed doing it without the jump. Definitely feel like I've gotten the start pretty consistently now. There we go. This is a much faster run than my PB. How much do I want to risk that little drop down at the end of the map? Because that was okay, but that wasn't like going to be the fastest time. You know, if we get into later rounds, I want to do more of a drop down, but then you could also just crash into it, and it's right at the end of the map, which would not be a fun place to crash. I think that booster back there actually just puts you at 140 speed also, so there might not be too much speed conservation on the first half of the map. This drop down here is the one I'm talking about. Ooh, that landed cleanly. There's also like a partial inner wall ride at the end that I'm not super sure about. Now that I'm starting to avoid the walls in the first couple corners, I am very much liking the start of this map. Current is flying. Yeah, this booster evens you out, so... I guess speed conservation still does matter. I'm going to do a little comparison here. Yeah, Current was just faster doing that. Alright. So that's a no on the big jump. So you could tell by Current passing me on the last run that if you get up here with not much speed, you are quite a bit slower. Even though the speed evens out, your run's going to be slow. And as long as I get up here, which seems to be pretty consistent, then I'll be on for a pretty good run. Because that's where most of the speed is actually going to come from for the second half of the map. Ew. Not easy to get out of that if you get in. So yeah, that first landing... Oh, how am I down 3 speed? That felt so clean. Got pretty much one more run here in the warm-up round. That was not clean. I'm going to reset, even though I would have loved to follow Zoman. I'm down 3 speed again. How did I do that? Okay, it's mainly time that matters there. The 41.8, but some people are getting into the 40s. I don't know about that little Icarus drop, as we call it. Yeah, okay. Maybe you can do that inner at the end. Maki, Kern Cobb into the 40s. Zoman right behind them. Another stacked lobby for a second week in a row. 2-minute elimination rounds. 42 players. Full lobby. And I'm going to guess quite a few DNFs are going to be coming in this first round, because this was not a super easy track to finish. Kind of surprised at how consistent that little inner wall ride into getting up on top of it is. Like, I don't think I've messed that up once, which is, I'm totally going to jinx that now, but that's gone surprisingly well for me. Oh, puts me third somehow, behind Zoman and Maki. It's actually a personal best, 41.7. Clean start. Oh, yeah, I'm even further up. Getting into this inner feels a little awkward at times. Oh, yeah, I almost jinxed it there. That was pretty close to a fail. Lost a lot of speed. I think I can be more aggressive with this ending. Now, yeah, see, that's what you don't want to have happen. Don't want to cut that too far. And like I said, a lot of people DNFing. And actually, not too many people. It seems like people are getting better at not DNFing, because we're getting even bigger lobbies than we usually have. And it's been a while since we've had the, like, 10+ person DNF first round. This is only 6 DNFs, not counting the mapper. Zoman now breaks into the 40s. Unsurprisingly, Quick Racer's looking like he might be in the mix also, even though he said this was not a good map for him. Ooh, kind of landed flat. I didn't see what the lowered times were in the last round, but I'm guessing times are kind of all over the place also. This has been a fairly good run so far. Being cautious at the end. I might take a moment to spectate some of the leaders. Oof, bad last corner, otherwise that may have been close to a PB. Let's see what Zoman's doing. Turn other players on as well. Yeah, we got Maki up ahead. Oh, we no longer have Maki. Now we have 2 YOLOs on screen, because Zoman's tag is YOLO today. Whoa, YOLO, careful there. Okay, Zoman does pretty much the same line I am, which is basically not doing the Icarus drop. You like, kind of clip over the edge just because that's the cleanest line. And he doesn't go for the inner either, although it looked like he maybe clipped a wheel. And only 3 people DNFing at the moment. I have low hopes for YOLO given what I've seen from Zoman's POV. St. Nicholas DNFs, which is unusual for him as well. So 44.6 was the worst time that got in. Which means I have a few seconds to spare, but I feel like a few seconds could be lost with a single bad run. Ooh, that was a not good start. Pretty short track, which does mean we get a lot more resets than usual. And that could be very useful given what I just did right there. I think I just have enough time for 2 runs. For this start, like that first couple corners right off the start block, it can be kind of tricky to get those well, so it can be good to have a lot of time to reset. Good for me, at least. There we go. Yeah, I really like the way of doing that that section. So you have the sort of the prospect of an Icarus drop there. Ooh, that last corner is a lot sharper than I think it is. That was a good time. Wow. But yeah, with the Icarus drop there, you don't really want to do the Icarus drop because it sets you up too far to the left. Right here. Because you do need to make it to the right side of the road so that you can sweep into this tube. But then by cutting across the track like I saw Zoman do and like I was doing, and like we're seeing not a whole lot of people doing here, you reduce a lot of the airtime that you could get by just going over it straight as well. Kern Cobb without a time, and he's actually just coming to the end right now. He's not going to make it. Kern Cobb is out. One of the very common favorites in Cup of the Day eliminated. Kern Cobb and Zekloder's a fast driver as well. Both of them eliminated. It's been a bit of a DNF fest, not in that there's a lot of DNFs, but the people who are DNFing are very much surprises. Didn't feel like the quickest start. Actually, I should really pay attention to the time split at CP2 because that is really going to be what matters there with speed evening out. That'll be a good judge of how good my start is. Ugh. 41.8. Not really sure where that 41.2 came from in the last round. Ouch. Wow, that was close to walls. 137, that's a lot more speed. This is a much better start, so maybe that's where a lot of that time comes from. 14.2 seems to be pretty good. Oh, this is going to be a really bad setup for this final corner. Get the inner. No. It's still going to be an improvement. Not quite personal best, but if I can be doing mid 41s pretty consistently, then I'll be happy, at least for a while. Who is coming to the end now? A whole bunch of people. We got 3 DNFs at the moment. Make that 2. Echidna and Plotip. There's nobody on this whole second half of the map. So once again, 2 DNFs, which has been pretty consistent. Still 44s, like mid to low 44s is kind of the times just getting through. And that felt like a hard landing. People are catching and passing me. Speed evens out there, though, so unless I mess this up, which I did. I have just enough time for 2 runs if I complete this. So I will probably just try to complete this run, even though that's not a great CP2 split in time or in speed. Taps the wall there. That's going to hurt my setup. Just overall hurt my speed for the ending of this map. That was risky. Yeah, high 41 should be fine. 7th place. Much better start. Not that I need the snipe, but I could definitely get one. Oh, that was kind of awkward. I don't know why I came up the wall a little bit there, and that's a crash. Alright, round without a time would be yet another big name to DNF. He is coming to the end. I believe he just has time. As does Alpa right in front of him. And Stick, who's also coming into the finish. All these guys at the end just about to get time. Stick actually didn't get there, so 2 DNFs again in round 5. At least 2 people got sniped there. Gotta keep turning players off because it's kind of a hard track to see with players in front of you. Cactus! Yeah. 14.2 with 113 speed. That's fair. I'd like to see that time going down, but if I'm just doing the 0.2 consistently, I'd be happy with that. And I'm getting worse at that wall ride transfer. Only really have time for 1 finish, so I'm just gonna maximize. If I don't get this well, I can reset. I didn't get it well, but I think I got it well enough to get through. So let's just take the finish rather than risking another failure. Tight final corner also, that'll be good. 41 lucky 7s. Actually, you know what? Enough spectating. I want the practice. A lot of people without a time right now. Looks like Pandamain's not going to get one. Man, we might be on track for more than 2 DNFs in this round. There's 4 people eliminated, and there's currently 4 people without a time. And once again, 2 snipes coming in right at the end. Pandamain and Galaxitar, 2 more good players DNFing. What is it with this 2 every round thing? Alpa's been just scraping by for a while now. It's going to be an interesting top 10 once we get to that point. See who's actually still in it, because good players keep getting knocked out. It's a 0.3 actually. It's about 2/10 down from where I want to be. The speed seemed really bad, but the time split was not as bad as I was expecting there. So we're going to take this run. I was much more committed to that outer tube that time. Should save me some time and speed coming towards the end. Nice final corner. And I'll take a 41.5. Love to find that 41.2 pace again. Looks like Maxi's got a 0.8. Zoman with a 0.9 round. Quick Racer, the usual suspects up there. Current Cobb holds world record. I'm not sure if he's grinding that in a different lobby or if that was a time he put down early in the cup. Editor Lexer will confirm. Thanks, Editor Lexer. Oh, I don't think I have time to finish this run, actually. Oh, that was such a clean start, though. Cactus is closer. That's a very clean start. I might have time to finish this run. Still 2 DNFs currently. 1 DNF. We've broken the curse, finally, in the round of 5. Or, sorry, in the round of 15 with 3 eliminations. Finally, everybody gets a finish. Two, one, just not quite. That would have been 0.3. That would have been good. Leandro joined with a couple minutes to go in the warm-up round, and he's starting to sneak his way into that top bunch of players. .2 with 111 speed. That's interesting. That .224 was pretty fast split. The 111 was not a good speed, so I'm not really sure how that worked out. Probably need to start being more aggressive with that drop down at the end. 41.6, that's pretty good. Ooh, man, that's pretty close to eliminations, though. I feel like the people ahead of me are really good players, though. I'm not sure if I should be expecting to get that much further above 8th place. That was a really good CP2 split, though, which I'm going to throw away on this wall ride transfer. Yeah, kinda. I'm still up, though. Up speed, also. Yeah, pretty good. Pretty good run. Nice final corner as well. Yeah, puts me up to 5th with the .3 that I've been looking for. Quick Racer gets knocked out. And I think Mew does as well. I think she just put her time in. I don't see really much anybody coming to the finish. Looks like Sandals, Yanja about to possibly improve their times. Yanja with a pretty good time, though, getting the .9. Mackie takes world record back from Kern with the .716. I don't know if he put it in on GTR, but Mackie got a .716. Alright, top 10. Ooh, little bounce. The rest of the start's been pretty clean. Nah, that's not a good split at all. You really can't get that bounce there. It's just going to kill all the momentum for that uphill. Okay, that's a decent split. It's not going to be that .3 pace like last round. It might be enough to get me through. That was a good wall ride transfer. Shady Nook, the only person to finish their first run. In an ideal world for me, there would be 8 DNFs this round, and then we go into the finals. Mackie does put down a time. The times are coming in slowly, but they're starting to come in. That was another very good split. Got the .1 again. Ah, just tapped that wall. This could have been a really good run. It's still pretty fast. I ran out a little wide at the end, but that's a personal best. Actually might be starting to get pretty good at this track. Just Maki and Yanja ahead of me. And sideways, sideways getting knocked out. Sandals just sneaking into the finish right at the end. So now into the top 8, one more round with 2 eliminations. And yeah, some pretty fast players left. These lobbies are just stacked every week now. That felt clean, is it? 181 with 114. I'll take that. That felt less clean. I don't think 135 is what you want on that checkpoint. I just barely tapped that wall again. So close to getting a really fast time. Man, I'm doing all the risky strategies on this run. Somehow gets me a 0.5. And again, it's just me and Shady Nook setting down times early. Got a couple more coming in now. Cactus. Another clean start. 0.0, let's go. Clean coming off of the wall ride as well. Hit my favorite wall. Nice final corner as well. Should improve my time. Not my position, just my time. Probably don't need to improve position though. Sandals in trouble. Round without a time. Sandals is coming into the finish. Does improve. RTY then getting knocked out. And round just enough time to snipe here. Could knock out Shady Nook. Coming into the finish does knock out Shady Nook. And that's the last non-Cup of the Day winners eliminated. Zomin, Yandra, Maki, Round, Sandals, and me. That's a pretty strong top 6. It's going to be difficult. Just one elimination now, but it's going to be pretty difficult for me to beat any one of them. Sandals only with the 0.2 in the last round. I have done better than that. Nice, got that good start again. Clean onto the inner. Please clean off of the inner. Pretty clean off of the inner. That's good. Don't hit this wall. Don't hit that wall. Good. Could have been more aggressive with that drop down. 41-3 flat. I'm going to say that doesn't get me out. Yandra can beat that. That's a wide turn, but I don't know. Is that good? Kind of need to see this split. Okay. Hey, Yandra, just don't get a finish, please. Come on. Okay. I got a good start. Oh my god, I'm pushing 13s at that checkpoint. That was not clean. Can improve enough to beat round. Ah. Yeah, I think I had to give it all on that drop down, or else I wasn't gonna beat round. Maybe I would have had just enough, but I do think I needed to take that more aggressively. Sandals cheats his time in with 41-0-0-0. 5 players left now. 5 very strong players left. One of them resets immediately. Two of them reset quickly. The start is important, so I could see if you don't get that first jump well, you would reset. And then this is the other really tricky part. Mainly getting out of this inner. Okay, that was fairly clean for all of them. Everyone getting so close to the walls. Anybody, I don't really see anyone pulling away from anybody else. Of course, the times have been really close, within a couple of tenths every round. Sandals with a 0.8, I believe that's a personal best. Mackie with a 0.9. Yanja at the start. Round partway through, coming around this inner. No, kinda. I mean, I wouldn't say he got out of it cleanly, but he got out of it. Is gonna take this run to the finish. Actually, doesn't go super aggressive on that drop down either. He'll just have enough time for one more run if he gets a fast reset in. Yanja coming towards the end as well. I'm going to take a quick peek at GTR. Sandals goes third fastest with that time. Yanja has a 0.9. Doesn't look like an amazing ending. Yeah, and it's not. He's going to get knocked out. I think, just given what I saw right at the end there, I think a lot of Yanja's time was just right in at this drop down. And then into the final turn. Looks like that's it for this round. Nobody coming to the finish at all. So Mackie still holds that fastest time. Apparently doesn't have GTR on right now. Zoman's put a 0.8. Sandals a 0.8. And Round has put a 41.0 actually is his best time. This is about that time in Cup of the Day, though, where Round suddenly gets really good at the map, so don't count him out just yet. Mackie and Sandals pretty much load in right next to each other. Round early reset, Zoman early reset. We'll take a look at Mackie, I think, is a little bit behind. He's starting to pull ahead of Sandals. Speed gets evened out right there, though. They are neck and neck, and I think Mackie, with his big stick, is starting to pull ahead. Go into stick view. Oh, crashes though, right towards the end. Nobody completing their first runs. Mackie did what I did, dropped down too low. Looks like Round is going to be the first finisher and possibly the only person that actually gets two finishes. Puts a 41.4, which is not inspiring at all. Mackie, I think, is next on the track. Gets out of the inner cleanly. Who is this? This is Zoman. Also gets out of the inner pretty well. Take a look at these guys coming towards the end. Only Round with the time, and everybody else only gets one run. Mackie tight, final corner, 40.7, very good time. I think that might match his best from earlier in the tournament. Zoman with an even worse time than Round had, a 41.5. That might just get him knocked out as Sandals comes to the finish, does take that away with a 41.0. Wow, what a bad round that he had. Round should get one more finish here as well, but does not need to improve. Yeah, and will not. So 41.5 was the time that got knocked out there. Man, if I had just beaten Round in round of 6, I could have still been in with the times everybody else is doing. Mackie, Sandals, and Round the final 3. Mackie going for his 20th Cup of the Day win. Round has 10 and Sandals has 2. I believe Round loads in last, so we will keep an eye on him. Mackie with the early reset. Both of these guys catching that downhill. Round kind of riding the inside wall there. That's not necessarily what you want to do. And then doesn't get a very good transfer onto the inner wall ride. See what how people are doing on this wall ride. Mackie gets out of it very cleanly. He might be on for a good run. Nobody else is coming to the inner wall ride. Mackie around the outer tube now. See how aggressively he does this drop down at the end. Caught him out last time. Oh, and it catches him out again this time. Personally think I might have finished that run, given how inconsistent everybody else has been so far. Sandals coming through the inner wall right now. He kind of gets out of it cleanly. Took a little while to get the final wheel out of the wall ride. Nobody's having particularly clean runs. Sandals will take this one. Oh, that was very low as well. I think he got away with it. Gets a 41.0 on the board. Round still at the beginning, and Mackie also still at the beginning. Each of these guys only going to get one run to possibly snipe Sandals, who also should... Actually, I don't think Sandals has enough time. Okay, Mackie gets out of that okay. See Round up ahead as well. We're going to take a look at Round as he comes to this pivotal drop down. He gets it pretty cleanly. Mackie gets it slightly less cleanly. Round does not go faster than Sandals, and Mackie does. So Round is the one that gets eliminated in third. Mackie and Sandals separated by just less than 0.03 of a second going into the finals now. We have seen Mackie put down a 0.7, and we have seen Sandals put down a 0.8. And they do also load in pretty much right next to each other. Sandals attach ahead, and that's irrelevant now because Sandals has reset immediately. Mackie now resets, also not getting a great landing. This first landing is very important. You can see that by how often these guys are resetting there. Sandals on a good start now. Mackie also on a good start. Ran out a little bit wide, but catches the downhill, which is the most important part there. Sandals now to the inner wall ride, sort of the second major moment of this map, does not get it cleanly. Mackie also resets. Once again, they are right next to each other. Hopefully, they don't both DNF. Both of them on pretty clean starts. I think Mackie's going to have a better CP2 split. Sandals does not like his resets. Getting down to the point where each of these guys basically have one run now. Mackie gets out of the inner cleanly. We're going to take a quick peek at Sandals as he comes to his first pivotal part of the map with that landing. Gets it well. Mackie now coming to the last pivotal part of the map, which is this drop down. How aggressively does he take it? Takes it pretty cleanly. And we'll just have time for one more run also, but that is a 40.7. This would require a PB from Sandals, which I am going to say he's not going to get with that run. He will basically coast into the finish here. Sandals eliminated. Mackie picks up win number 20 in Cup of the Day. Oh, I thought he was going to crash there also. Let's see what Sandals' time is. It is a 41.8. So congratulations, Mackie, on yet another Cup of the Day win. Thank you guys for watching. If you would like to join Cup yourself, join the CTR Discord, which will be in the description below. And if you want to see stats and results, my spreadsheet, as always, will be in the description below. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye!